the old library might have a cookbook with a recipe that could help us.
Salutations! Forgive our untidiness. We are gorging ourselves on this literary cornucopia because we envisaged the taste of berry.
Verily. Alas, I have hence grown suspicious that we, mayhaps, have been pronouncing library inaccurately.
Interesting theory, Adelard. Does the conversation vex you, stranger? Allow me to elucidate. We are ingesting books.
Surely we need not recount to a spiral traveler such as yourself the age-old adage of, you are what you eat.
Indubitably. Now, I am intrigued by what this obviously erudite young wizard brings to the metaphorical dinner table. Let the feast begin. Well, that was illuminating. I've learned that we have much to learn about the magical arts.
Indeed. Wizard, have you designs on further provocations? Or was there perhaps a specific volume that my compatriot and I could locate for you?
Ah, yes. I latterly had a nibble of such a text. The only one of its kind, to be sure. The Alpoi Expedition, I believe it was called.
Alfoy, you troglodyte? Stranger, your query is right over there. It is, as they say, all yours.
When the High Luminary first identified the small tunnel through which the ether could be navigated, we never imagined what we'd find. New worlds, some that seemed to mock the very design of Imperia. Eventually, we came upon a world wholly constructed of pure sweetness. We have since harnessed the power of this new world's natural saccharine resources and used them to create such treats, such delights.
Ah, Wizard, did you find anything useful? Aha. Wait, you keep saying Alfoy as if it were a real word. Let me just look at that book. Oh my, if this text is accurate, these ancient Alfoy explorers that no one in modern times has ever heard of settled right here in Caramel. They learned to harvest sugar and to make treats. Why, they may have started the entire caramel confection industry, but what became of them? And more importantly, their knowledge. If these Alfoy knew the secrets of caramel treats, then perhaps they had other information we can use. But where else would we find ancient records of that magnitude? Oh, Gobblestone! He was notorious for hoarding trinkets and curios. Perhaps Gobbsmack will let us search through the old stockpiles, if we ask nicely enough. Come, we must return to the castle.
And look at that one over there, buddy. It totally looks like a fresh Schneeball with frosting. And, oh, heads up, buddy. They're back.
Do you mind, not making us do anything this time?
We'd like nothing more. Just direct us to King Gobbsmack, and we'll leave you to your cloud spotting.
Sweet. Thanks, little buds.
Double thanks, little buds. Just use that door over there. They're like putting new locks on the other door. Something about keeping witches out.
Hi there, us again. We were hoping we could peruse any archives you might not have devoured for information on the Alfoy peoples.
No.
No? Is that really what he... Well, why not?
Not that you deserve an answer, but it's probably due to the fact that the subject matter for which you inquire is forbidden.
Forbidden? Guess that explains why no one of intellectual merit has ever heard of them. Why are we forbidden to speak of the Alfoy?
No.
His gargantuanness declares that your insolent questioning has spurred him to action. The kind where he... The king has had enough. All this quibbling has given him heartburn.
Just let us look through Gobblestone's old stockpiles and archives and we'll be on our way.
So be it. The knowledge you seek is in one of these piles here. Probably. Just dig around.
Look at all this stuff. Antiquated ice cream scoops, portraits of King Gobblestone, so many vintage Nana's candy wrappers. Ah, what's this? It's some sort of disc. The design is equal parts familiar and alien. There's no writing or indications of any kind.
Oh, that? All we can remember is that it's super annoying and inedible and we hate it.
Sounds promising. Thank you, Your Majesty. We'll leave you be for now. Alrighty, kiddo. I'll meet you in the lab. Well, this disc is proving to be a tough nut to crack, I assume. I've never actually tried to crack a nut on account of my terrible nut allergy. I shook it, stomped on it, and even dunked it in oat milk. So far, this disc is a big fat nothing burger. Care to take a whack at it? The disc has me stumped. Maybe you've got the magic touch.
How will I know when it's on? What red light? This red light? Oh, it's recording. Shh. General Choco Khan, years ago, you served my father. The most delightful treat he'd ever consumed. The jolt of sweetness spurred him to mount an expedition beyond Imperia to find its like again. My liege, I am happy to report... Oh, pardon me. I am happy to report success. Our party has found an entire world of the most decadent sugar. In honor of your daughter, we dubbed this world Caramel. The natives had no clue of the decadence around them, but we mastered its secrets. Then something went terribly wrong. The food we created turned us into monsters. slovenly, insatiable monsters. We must be saved from ourselves. I've placed information vital to the survival of our crew in the memory systems of this holodisk. Help me, Choco-Khan. You're my only...
Oh, my goodness. That person looked like me. This all but confirms my theories about gobbler physiology. It's also an insight into our history that none of us know. We must inform the others. I need some time to process the information stored in the holodisk. Could you go out and tell the gobblers what we've learned? And while you're at it, use your powers of persuasion to motivate them to do something. Anything. Tell them it's the only way they'll get fed. The disc has me stumped. Maybe you've got the magic touch.
Just drop the food directly into my face. What? No food? Just motivation? What kind of monster are you? What? You say I could feed myself? Gobblers really used to be great thinkers and makers? Truth be told, I've always had this little voice inside me telling me to build things. I figured it was gas. You know, if and we restored the factory here, we could use it to make all sorts of things. Even food. I'll tell the others.
Hey, you're that strange little stranger that's going around filling gobblers' heads with things that ain't food, ain't you? What's your angle? To inform us Nana's keeping us fat and docile so she can steal our sweat to make a gummy army? That's quite an angle. But what can I do? Literally anything you say. I've been interested in engineering ever since that time I tried to eat a clock. Suppose I could give that a go.
Finally, I'll have a double fudge burger with cream cheese. Huh? You're here to teach me about history? Ooh, fine. I'm too lazy to walk away. Wow! Gobblers used to be explorers, and we discovered how to work the land here. I weren't taught that in 12 years of Gobbler Garden. I should do something? I have always wondered about farming. If I grew my own food, I wouldn't depend on Nana. That's it. I'm gonna be a farmer.
How'd your motivational speaking go, kiddo? Wow, I'm impressed you were so successful, much less not eaten. I was pretty successful here, too. The information on this holodisk was invaluable. I was able to use it to map out the perfect gobbler food for our unique physiology and tastes. The key is fairy-dusted organic ingredients. None of the low-fructose candy corn syrup junk Nana uses. The trick is going to be manufacturing... What? The gobblers are restoring the old factory as we speak? Perfect! How's about I go manage those efforts while you go gather ingredients? There's an underwater grotto where you can collect all natural Swedish fish eggs. Oh, and grab some jellyfish jelly while you're there. The grotto will spit you out in the gumdrop forest where you can pick fresh gumdrops. Now, here's the most important part, the fairy dust. Fairy guides offer dusting to the tourists for an exorbitant price. Luckily, I have this coupon for free fairy dusting. Now, let's go to work. Go get me those organic crops. And don't forget to give the fairy guide in the gumdrop forest the free fairy dusting coupon.
valued customer to the Gumdrop Forest. Oop, in a hurry, I see. You'd like a dusting? No problem. That'll be 50,000 gold. Oh, but you have a coupon. And it's the poorly written one that doesn't limit the amount of fairy dust I have to give you for free. Wunderbar. And poof, there you go. You're dusted with all the fairy dust I had. You have yourself an old-fashioned, delightful day.
Oh, good, you're back. The gobblers and I have been hard at work, if you can believe it. Come, show me what you've collected. My word, that's quite a haul. I've explained the situation and the need for splendorphins to the gobblers, and they're remarkably eager to help. They've earned their treats. I'll take the majority of the food back to my lab for safekeeping and continued study. Can you deliver the rest to the hard-working gobblers? Start with our new farmer and tell him he can plant the seeds from those gumdrops.
Howdy! I done tilled this here dirt the best I could, but ain't nothing grow. I even tried yelling at it. I'm gonna give up and take a nap. You have food for me? Thanks! I didn't know food could give you energy. Wish there weren't all these little rocks in it, though. What? They're seeds? And I plant them and then more gumdrop trees grow? Wow! Your magic is fascinating. You should go show Gob the Builder.
Hey, Wizard! Like what we done with the place? We made great progress. That is until I sorta kinda ate all my tools. Sorry. Ooh, but now I can eat. What is this? Fish eggs? Gross! Delicious. Thanks for the grub, but I still need tools. There's an old store where I used to go eat tools. Visit. But it got overrun by trolls. Could you go in and rustle up some tools?